Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Intrasquad scrimmages. Today we have gold versus purple. My name is Alexis Dela Cruz,
And I'm Connor McPartlin.
and we're your commentators today. It's a bit chilly today for softball.
Yeah, they definitely are not used to playing in this type of weather, to say the least.
This is, I believe, their very first intra-squad scrimmage we've had for the softball team.
It is very first.
Yeah. Definitely a bit of an unusual time going on here at Albion College and everywhere else.
Absolutely. Their season got cut off. Last game they played was March 7th of 2020, and they only had 11 games last season.
Oh my goodness.
So, nice little ground ball.
We have gold on two bases.
Up next, number 14, Lily Patillo.
Yep, up next, number 14 to bat for gold.
So what's interesting about this team, they only had 11 games last season, but they did have 116 runs
Oh, wow.
in those 11 games. They had a batting average of .362 and an on-base average of .56. So this team can really hit the ball when they need to. Looks like we got a ball there.
That'll be the second ball for this. Oh,
2 balls, no strikes.
that'll be the fourth ball, so bases are now loaded for the gold.
Never want to be in this situation early in the game. Have to dig yourself out of a pretty big hole already.
Right. Up next to bat, number 9, Lauren Boer for the gold. Bases loaded. Yeah, you're right. You never want to be in a situation like this.
Anytime, much less, your first inning.
Right.
But again, I mean, it's an inter-squad game. It's first game back. You're not playing in usual weather. I mean, I guess in fairness, in Michigan, it's always a little cold those first few weeks of spring.
Ooh, ground ball straight to center field.
1 run will score.
Oh, 2 runs. She was able to sneak that last one in there. I didn't even see her running.
And that's something. I mean, they were in the MIAA, they were 24th last year in doubles and 21st in doubles per game. So doubles is not something that they were particularly skilled at least last season. So good job to them to get that right off the bat.
And, for this being a scrimmage, this is the time to, take those risks and see if you can work. And
absolutely.
Like we've talked about when we were talking about volleyball, you know everyone's strengths, you know everyone's weaknesses. So this is the time to maybe try something you're a little nervous on and really go for it.
Oh, definitely. Looks like that was a foul ball, so.
Yes. Ooh, swing and a miss. I think that's got to be my favorite baseball / softball.
Swing and a miss?
Swing and a miss.
My gosh.
It's so catchy,
yeah. Foul tipped. Still 2 strikes. And that'll be the first strikeout of the game, I believe. First out.
Yes, and up next to back, number 23, Jason Dybel. Oh.
Looks like that was a pop-up.
Pop-up and was caught. So now there's 2 outs.
So this is really great. The damage has already been done.
Right.
You've already given up 2 runs. Now just get out before you can get any more runs away.
Exactly.
First strike.
And kudos to the Brits for playing under such unusual circumstances. I think this is probably the most empty I've seen the softball stadium.
Yes, newly renovated. This is still 2 or
Exactly.
3 years old.
I know. And it's so pretty.
It is so pretty. Count is 1-2 now.
Ooh, fly ball out to center field. She's going for home, and she did it.
Beautiful ground out to center field. That's a really good hit.
And that was number 14, Lily Patillo, that was able to score that.
Lily Patillo was the toughest to strike out last season in the MIAA. Again, in that shortened 11-game season.
Yes. And I have been told that due to class schedules, we will be having some players play for both sides of the Brits
Gotcha.
today, gold and purple.
It's an inter-squad, It's just weird stuff
Exactly.
happening. We saw it with the volleyball game on Tuesday. They went to 5 sets, even though it was done after 4. Just get as much practice in for all your players.
Exactly. Then, we mentioned this at the volleyball game as well, but we saw the volleyball team, and right now we're definitely seeing the softball team. They're not treating this like your average scrimmage. They're definitely
No.
giving it 110%.
Definitely. They've been practicing for a couple weeks now. Want to show off their skills to their other teammates and, work on rotations.
Exactly. They're fresh out of pod work, I believe.
That'll go over the fence. Over the little net there. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
With gold Brits on the first and second base. Ooh, fly ball out to left field, and she
catch.
caught it.
That'll end the inning. So, gold strikes, damage is done. It's 3-0 gold.
Yep, heading into the bottom of the first. I really should have grabbed some hot chocolate. It is chilly out.
I should have grabbed gloves or something.
I was getting ready for work, and I was like, should I start getting ready a little earlier, give myself time to, grab a nice hot chocolate from Big B?
Mm-hmm.
And then I stayed in bed.
I always do that. I always end up in a TikTok hole.
Oh, tell me about it.
So I believe we have number 17 for the gold team pitching, Ashley Pion.
Yes, and usually we'd have some stats for you, but this has been quite an interesting semester, so.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, not a lot of games played. Some positive stats, at least from the end of their shortened season in the MIAA. Like I said, they were 6th in total runs, 7th in scoring, and 13th in walks.
Oh.
So they had some momentum building in at least the scoring department.
Yeah.
Of their
the season got
offense.
cut short.
And then the season unfortunately got cut short.
Looks like first up to bat for purple will be number 19, Chloe Miller.
Team goal, number 17, Ashley Pion.
Oh,
And batting for Team Purple, number 19, Chloe Miller.
I know my pitchers.
I know, without their usual jerseys, can't really see.
It's true.
I have my glasses on and I'm still squinting. Oh.
Foul tipped. 0-1.
Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count now.
Ball. So count 1 and 2.
You can hear the excitement from both
I
dugouts.
know, that's so. Oh,
Oh, another one over the
foul
net.
tip.
So still 1-2 on Chloe Miller. Foul tipped again.
Oh, fly ball to center field. Wow, great communication out
I was
there.
about to say, great hit, but even better communication by the goal team. You had 3 people running for it at once, and then,
Right, and we heard her from here.
yeah.
Number 8, Casey Rossi.
So I'll be the first out for the gold team. Up to bat, number. I did not catch the number. My apologies.
I believe that's number 8, Casey
Ah.
Rossi, up
Thank you.
to
That's
bat
what
for the purple.
I thought I heard, but didn't want to.
Didn't want to say the wrong name.
Right.
Yeah. We got to be credible here.
Exactly.
Been really impressed so far with the pitches I've seen from Ashley Pion.
Right. You had
Got a lot of fastballs going.
fly ball to left field, and it's caught. So that's the second out for the gold team. They got one more, and they have given up no bases.
No hits so far, yeah,
No
on
hits.
Ashley Pion.
Up to bat, number 11, Skylar Herman.
Yes, and number 11, Skylar Herman is up to bat for the purple.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
One
Now-
ball and 1 strike now.
Looks like that'll be the second ball, so it's now 2-1.
Foul tipped, 2-2.
Swing and a miss.
And a 1-2-3 inning for the goal team. Keeping purple from scoring anything.
Right, so that'll be the end of our first inning. We'll head into the top of the second.
So we will have Jacqueline Josephchak pitching for the purple team.
Up to bat, number 4, Kennedy Barman.
Number 4, Kennedy Barman, up to bat for Gold, and she will lead us off for the top of the second. We'll have a swing and a miss. Ooh, fly ball out to left field. Ooh,
What
wow.
a great hit. Hit the fence.
Hit the fence.
She's going for a triple.
She's going for a triple.
And she's safe.
Wow.
So a triple for Kennedy Barman to kick things off in the second.
Up to bat, number 7, Olivia Polisek.
Hitting so far is all we've seen from the Gold team.
Right. They were, we didn't see much of defense, but that was due to Ashley Pion not really letting a whole lot of hits happen. Ball, so now it's 1-0. Ooh, ground ball to third.
So 2 outs now.
Yeah.
Or excuse
Or
me,
no,
so
1
1
out.
out. Excuse me.
No, you're good. Yeah, 1 out, and we have 1 on the board right now for the top of the second for Gold.
So it's 4-0 Gold.
Oh, that looks like it's going to come towards us.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you viewers at home could hear that hit the bench, but thank gosh we had no fans in the stadium for that one.
But that would have been of a kerfuffle, if you will.
So the count is now 0-2.
Ooh, fly ball out to left. Another one hit the bat. He's going for second. Safe.
Safe. Okay. So that's a double. And the Gold seems to love hitting it to left field.
Oh, yeah.
Seems to be their lucky spot so far. They got a triple and a double off of hitting it out there just in this inning alone.
Right. Looks like we'll have number 5, Shea Sullivan, up to bat for Gold.
She'll start off with a strike. Still only 1 out for the Gold.
Another fly ball. Looks like it's kind of headed out to left field.
And it'll be caught for the out.
So it's the second out. And then up next, we'll have number 3 hitting for the gold.
So Shane Jewell will start with a strike.
Fly ball looks like it's short, and that'll be the third out.
But the goal to get on the board again. It's
Yeah.
now 4-0. And we just need to see some offense going for the purple. Just anything, because that last inning was really a 1-2-3. They just really all hit pop outs.
Oh, definitely. Ooh, a little bit of a breeze picking up.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder how that'll affect the game. And kudos to Ashley Pion for pitching in a short sleeve shirt. I have no idea how she's doing that. I'm wearing 3 layers right now and I'm
Oh, you're
freezing.
telling me my hands are in my pocket, my coat is zipped, and
And she's pitching a really good game in just a
Exactly.
short sleeve shirt.
especially with this breeze that's now picking up, my goodness.
Yes.
I am chilly.
Number 20, Tassie Martinez.
Yep, and we'll have number 20, Tassie Martinez, start us off for the purple. We're in the bottom of the second for those of you that are just joining in with the score 4-0 gold. And she'll have a foul ball.
I was about to say, it looked like that went past the foul line, so it'll be 0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2 now. And just for clarity, the gold team has had 6 hits, purple no hits so far. As we
Yes.
get another foul.
Yeah, Ashley Pion's been doing a fantastic job pitching today. You know, I know it's top of the second, but I'm pretty sure we've already mentioned her.
Right, and I believe they're only
Or
playing 7 innings today. So
Yes, only 7 innings will be played today. And pardon me, I'm at bottom of the second. Oh, looks like we got a hit. Fly ball out to left field, dropped.
And she's going to go for the double, and she will make it. Now, it looked like there was some miscommunication by the gold there about who
Yes.
exactly was going to be catching that ball.
Up to bat, number 15, Michaela Signor.
We talked about the importance of communication in volleyball, but
You know,
I feel like it's even more important in softball in a way.
Exactly. You know, I think communication is just one of those very vital things that you have to have across many sports.
Yeah, almost all of them.
Exactly. Oh, 0-1 right now for number 15, Michaela Signor. Looks like she'll have a foul ball. And Tassi has gone from second to third.
Up to bat, number 13, Willow Montague.
We'll have number 13, Willow Montague, up to bat for purple.
Now, that wasn't exactly a sacrifice fly because she didn't get a run in, but that's still, whenever you can do that, whenever a runner can move bases.
Right, it's always beneficial.
Yeah, be able to take an opportunity out of that. So foul ball, the count will now be 1 ball and 1 strike.
And gold has 1 out, or purple. On a bunt caught by first base.
Next up, number 12, Jacqueline Josephchek.
Lily Padlow caught that. It was right to her, it seemed.
Right. A smart idea, though, to try to kind of bunt it just so...
Yeah. Because at that point, you have a runner on third, so you're just hoping...
You're trying to score right
Yeah.
now. They're trying to get put on the board. There's now 2 outs, so 1 more out is needed to end the second inning. But I think purple here is really trying to score. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens right now, to see maybe if she, like you mentioned earlier, like a sacrifice fly or something.
Yeah. Which, I mean, they kind of need, even though it's only the bottom of the second. It's still 4-0. Looks like we'll have Jacqueline Josephchek batting.
I gotta say, I am a fan of the softball socks. They look...
Oh, definitely.
They look very warm, and, I'm always...
Yeah, I know. All the sports, softball is the best sock game, I feel like.
Oh, of course. I could never do that in golf.
It would just kind of look weird, I feel like, with the rest of the attire.
Right?
See guys with, like, their polo shorts and cargo pants on, and then rolled up socks.
So the second strike.
Yeah. Quick 0-2 so far.
Right.
Again, runner on third for purple.
Oh, a fly ball
And
out
a base
to right field.
hit.
Purple on the board. The score is now 4-1. Gold up still by 3. But, let's see if purple can kind of build up some momentum now. Still early in the game, still have 5 innings left.
Jaden Dybel will be up to bat, and that was a much needed hit for this purple team. Hopefully it gets something going on offense. It was their first hit of the game so far, and it led them onto the board.
It'll be a swing and a miss. 0-1.
That sun is coming out. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it feels lovely. Oh, caught ground ball to short.
And that'll end the inning. So purple does get on the board. It's now 4-1 going into the third inning. Hopefully things starting to warm up here in Albion.
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely?
So Jacqueline Josephchek still up to pitch for the purple team. It's always hard when you kind of get something cooking on offense and then the inning ends before you can capitalize on that momentum.
Right.
But now it's just priority one to stop this Gold team from scoring anything else, obviously. But even just getting like these base hits, they've gotten doubles and triples so far.
Right. They've done a really fantastic job of just being aggressive as much as they can on offense.
Yeah. Now, if you're in the Albion Britons as a whole, you're pretty excited about this because that was one of their biggest struggles for the shortened season that they had last year.
Definitely.
Was being able to get more than just a single on the board.
Right. So to see them kind of show some growth, that leaves everyone really excited for the spring, you know?
Yeah, which is what these inter-squad games are all about.
Right. And kudos to all of our athletes right now who are practicing and working very hard towards their spring season.
Absolutely. All of our athletic trainers who have allowed this to happen through monitoring rigorous testing for the entire college, not just the student athletes.
Right. Has definitely made this possible in terms of inter-squad games and all of our practices with our larger teams and our smaller teams.
Absolutely.
Ground ball to short. She's
and
safe.
She's safe. Jaden Dybel, number 23 on the gold, is safe. Looked like it was going to be an easy play,
right.
easy ground out and then throw to first, but...
And number 6, Olivia Pollock, is up for gold.
So right now, gold has 7 hits to the purple team's 1 hit. As a foul.
Tip. So 0-1 with the first base loaded.
Looks like we have time taken.
Oh, looks like that sun disappeared.
Dang it.
Man, just when I was starting to warm up.
I know, got my hopes up. So Olivia Pollock will step back in the batter's box, and it will be a strike, 0-2. And now the wind is back, too.
Right?
What's happening? Does Mother Nature not know we're trying to play a softball game here?
Exactly. I heard it's supposed to warm up as much as it can for next week. We have foul ball in the first out.
Up to bat, number 5, Shay Sullivan.
And up to bat, number 5, Shay Sullivan for the gold.
I cannot understate how cool it is that even though there's no fans,
Right.
they're still playing walk-up music.
That'll be a ground ball to first. And the second out,
But a runner does advance to second base.
which is always something important to have.
Yeah, especially, I mean, like I said, just to do that in the moment of the game.
Right, just to be able to advance bases, going off what you said earlier, is very important in softball because, you know, scoring opportunities sometimes may be far and few in between. And
Definitely.
so it's always important to kind of take that stride.
Number 4, Kennedy Barman.
And number 4, Kennedy Barman, up to bat for gold. And yes, I am loving that they're playing the walk-up music.
It's just
You
so
know,
cool. There's nobody in the stands right now, but, I mean, still, it just goes back to them treating this like a real game.
And, you know, I think that's very important for the hitter to be able to go up, that you have your walk music.
Mhm.
Like, that's part of your routine. You know, you
Yeah.
hear it and you're ready.
You get psyched up from that music.
Exactly. Even if it's just an inter-squad scrimmage, which you probably wouldn't be able to tell because these girls are treating it like 110% real softball game, even with some of them running back and forth playing for both teams.
Absolutely.
You know,
So
we have a gold right outfielder right now.
yeah. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Make that 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the count is now at 2-2.
Ooh,
And a great ground hit.
out to left.
A runner will advance. And safe at double. So a beautiful double play there.
Right.
Up to bat, number 7.
We had someone score and we had a double.
Yeah,
Or
so
double.
now it's 5-1 for gold. Again, just hitting as much as they possibly can.
And they, as we mentioned before, they really are favoring that left outfield right
Yeah.
now. Which, you know, is a form of ball placement. I think a lot of people overlook that little detail when it comes to, you know, softball and baseball, is understanding where is probably most beneficial to hit. And right now, the Gold Britons are really favoring the left field.
Yeah. I think because it's such an open field, people think that hitters just kind of hit it wherever they can. But
Exactly.
there's a lot of strategy that goes into it.
Oh, 1,010% agree.
Especially this far into the game. I mean, we're in the third, so you kind of know where the other team's defense is really good on and not so great on.
Definitely finding those points and maybe where communication isn't too hot and using that to your advantage.
Mm-hmm. So 3 balls, no strikes.
And a runner on second.
Olivia Policy.
That'll be the first strike, so now it's 3-1.
I'm always impressed if a pitcher can ever dig themselves out of a 3 balls, 0 strike situation.
Oh, definitely. You know, that's impressive, and that's just so athletic. Ooh, ground ball to short.
Just like that. I mean, a lot of pressure going into you. You're probably, you know, like, oh, I don't know if I'll get out of this with the walk.
Exactly. And that'll end the top of the third with the score 5-1 for those of you that are just joining. Gold is up for our very first inter-squad softball scrimmage, but you honestly would not be able to tell this is a softball scrimmage with the way these Brits are playing.
Absolutely. I'm not going to say that this is a make or break inning for Purple, but they got to get something going here on offense. They've had 1 hit, or 2 hits, excuse me, and it's 5-1 right now.
I definitely agree. You know, I think, and some of that just comes from Olivia, or pardon me, Ashley Pion just doing so fantastic at the pitch. She really has not given up a lot of hits or bases at all.
No. And again, some of that goes to the outfield too. I mean, they're out there getting those fly balls.
Yeah, and we saw that great communication teamwork in the second inning where we had 3 golds running for 1 ball, and we heard them all the way from over here in the press box calling the ball. Looks like we'll have number, I want to say 18, but I'm going to wait for double confirmation.
Up to bat, number 18.
18, I was correct.
You're so correct.
Hope Morrissey up to bat for Purple. I like her bat. That's really cool.
It's a nice bright orange.
Right?
So a ball will kick off the bottom of the third.
That's the first strike, a swing and a miss, and now it's 1-1. Second strike, 1-2.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Like we said, Hope Morrissey.
And that'll be a swing and a miss for the third strike. The first out for gold, or purple.
Up to bat, number 10, Maya Number.
So Maya Numner up to bat.
For purple. That'll be the first strike, so 0-1 is the count. With the bases empty. Looks like we got a ball, so now it's 1-1.
Ashley Pion just continuing great pitching game so far.
Right, it is just absolutely, you can just see the amount of athleticism that she holds in those pitches.
Another strikeout. So quick 2 outs.
Up to bat, number 8, Casey Rossi.
And we'll have number 8, Casey Rossi, up to bat for purple with 2 outs already. So, this puts a lot of pressure to get something going for the purple.
No hits yet. I mean,
Looks like that'll be the first strike, so 0-1.
foul tip, so 0-2. Or, excuse me, that was a ball. Excuse me.
That'll be 1-1. Second ball, so now the count will be 2-1. Her third ball, so now that'll be 3-1 for the count.
And that'll be a foul tip, so 3-2.
Wow, this really could go either way with this next
Yes.
throw. So that's, definitely some added pressure for
both the
Right.
hitter and the pitcher.
Oh, we'll have a fly ball out to first, caught.
And another 1-2 inning for Ashley Pion, who's just pitching a great game so far.
Oh, definitely.
So we'll go to the fourth. Still 5-1 gold.
There's that darn breeze again.
Just go away.
Like, excuse us, we're trying to play a softball game here.
If there's one thing Dora taught me, it's that if you sing to a cloud, then it'll just go away. Dora got herself out of a lot of jams. When it was like raining during her adventures, she just sang to the clouds, and then the clouds went away.
Yeah, she was always pretty good at, all of her adventures. She was like, nope, I am not dealing with this bad weather.
Weird that an explorer never really know where to go, right? She always asks the audience, do you know where, this house is, and the house is directly behind her? If she just turns 90 degrees, she would have seen it.
Yeah, but you know what? 6-year-old me was really telling her it was right behind her.
Oh, yeah, I was yelling at my TV. My parents were telling me to calm down. Just jumping up and down. It's right there. It's right there.
I know we were talking earlier about Wii Sports and, baseball and softball. Those were always one of my go-tos. They were always so fun. I loved the umpire. He was my favorite. All right, we're going to the top of the fourth. For those of you that are just joining, the score is 5-1 with our gold Brits up.
Hoping to extend their lead here at the top of the fourth. It's Ashley Pion looks at a ball. 1-0.
The count will now be 1-1. Oh, and a nice fly ball out to center field. Looks like she's going for the double.
Great ground ball, and something we've seen all game so far from the school team. Ground balls getting good doubles, triples. That's how they've been able to advance so far in the scoring. They're crushing the purple team in hits, 9-2 right now.
Oh, definitely.
So Lauren Booher up to bat. 1 ball and 0 strikes. Make that 2 balls and no strikes.
With a runner on second. Be the first strike with the count going 2-1.
Now, as a pitcher, this is great practice for when it comes to actual games, and you have to start digging yourself out of a hole like this.
Definitely. A little bit of a ground ball to the left outfielder, something we've seen pretty often. And it looks like Gold will have another one on the board and a double.
You said it, left field again. We've seen a lot of hitters go to that position of the field, and it's been working for them so far.
Up to bat, number 3, Shannon Jewell.
So Shannon Jewell up to bat.
With a runner on second.
Still no outs.
That'll be ball, so the count goes to 1-0. Oh, a base is stolen.
So now we have a runner on third. That was a great little bit of a mishandling from the catcher there.
And a smart play to, see the little bit of confusion that was happening and take that chance to advance herself from the second to the third.
That's always extremely risky, and whenever it pays off like that, it's
Right.
You'll see it affect the entire
I can
inning.
see the whole field, and I didn't even see her steal it.
Right.
Ground ball caught by short.
And a nice double play.
Wow. Very impressive defense from Purple. 2 outs.
It was hit right to the shortstop, and then the shortstop got it to third base.
And now have number 23, Jaden Dibble. Up to bat for Gold.
And that was a great defensive play, much needed, because then you would have gotten another run advanced.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was really smart and just athletic coming from the Purple team.
Especially the fact that it came off of her stealing a base to get to third. So to be able to retaliate like that.
Right, and kind of just put a stop to it right then and there. That'll be a swing and a miss. 0-2. Or 0-1, pardon me. There are 2 outs.
2 outs, though,
2
yeah.
outs. A little bit of a fly ball to third base, and that'll be the 3rd out
that was a great inning defensively for the purple team. That was
Oh,
something that they needed.
definitely.
Not exactly a 1-2-3 inning, but only 1 run scored. Could have been 2, but then we saw that great defensive play by the shortstop.
Definitely agree. You know, that was just a fantastic defensive athletic play coming from the Purple Brits and was much needed. The score is 6-1, gold up. Let's see if the Purple Brits can do some offensive damage now.
Anything on offense against Ashley Pion, who again is just pitching a great game right now.
Oh, definitely.
This is where it's needed, though.
Agreed. And it makes me very excited for the spring to, see this pitching now. I can only imagine how much greater she's going to be when springtime comes.
This pitching that we've seen combined with the great hitting.
I'm excited.
I mean, that's one of the great things when an inter-squad game like this works out so well is that, I mean, there's not really a loser because you get to see the strengths you have on both sides.
Exactly. And, this is the time where you can say, hey, I'm iffy on this pitch, so I'm going to try it out today and see how it works. This is the time to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Maybe try that hitting technique that you picked up over the summer that you're a little worried about. This is the time for the Brits to build on all of that.
Absolutely. Number 11, Skylar Herman's going to be up to bat first. And like we said, it's such a weird situation. We don't have all the players on both teams. We have some on the purple working with the gold and some on the gold working with the purple. So not a regular game by any means.
Oh, definitely not.
She'll face a strike, 0-1.
Foul tip, 0-2.
And unlike the purple team, they haven't really gotten the ball outfield yet to know where exactly a weak spot is for this gold
That's
team.
a very good point, Connor. I haven't even thought about that.
So we talk about ball placement. They don't really know where exactly they should place the ball.
And part of that is just due to Ashley Pion just pitching such a fantastic game. She's not really giving up a whole heck of a lot of hits.
No, we just see her get another strikeout.
Right. And Purple hasn't had a chance to kind of hit towards the outfield and see maybe their right is where it's at. To kind of just, see where that ball placement is. And you're definitely right. I didn't even think about that.
That'll be a pop-up, so 2 outs. And this is not something you want if you're the purple team. You got 2 outs this early.
Up to bat, number 19, Chloe Miller.
Yep, number 19, Chloe Miller, up to bat for Purple. Going in, there's 2 outs already, no runners on the bases, and the score is 6-1 and gold up.
See if Chloe Miller can get anything going here.
I think the biggest thing is just watching Purple try to build this momentum. They're just not able to really get something going.
Yeah. Now, still, even though we're playing 7 innings, still kind of early in the game.
This is true. Oh, look. Wow, what a fantastic
Great. You were so excited.
I was so excited for Purple.
But a great defensive play by the center fielder.
Yeah. Great center field play. Great hit out to center field.
Just like that, the 4th inning's over.
I think that's the first hit that we've technically seen Ashley give up. But even when she has given up those hits, she has a fantastic defense surrounding her that really hasn't allowed for a whole lot of scoring to take place.
Without question. And it seems like the purple team thinks that center field is kind of it seemed like it was going to be kind of a weak spot. Had a couple open spots there, but then a great defensive play like that.
Oh, definitely. And for those of you just joining us at home, welcome to our inter-squad scrimmage between the Albion College Britons. We have your gold and purple Brits up to bat and out in the field with the score 6-1 with our gold Brits up. Bit of a Dr. Seuss thing we have going on here, Brit 1 and Brit 2.
So, like we said, they never got a chance to play an MIAA game last season. Only had 11 games, but in those 11 games within Division III of the NCAA, they were 6th in total runs, 7th in scoring, 13th in walkouts.
And up to bat, number 6, Olivia Pollock for the gold. We're entering the top of the 5th. Let's see if the gold can continue this fantastic aggressive offense that they've been showing.
Or let's see if the purple can keep up a great defensive inning like they did last inning.
They did have some fantastic defense last inning. Actually, these past 3 innings,
yeah.
the first inning was probably not the best defensively for
right
purple.
off the top, 3 runs scored.
But, the sun's coming out, the breeze seems to be going away. Let's see what happens.
It's probably more beneficial for us than it is for them.
This is true.
Probably don't even notice the cold weather.
Right, they're up and moving. We're just sitting here. The count will now be 2-1. Now 3-1. At the top of the 5th. Oh, and a bit of... Oh.
And that'll be a ball, I believe.
No, that'll be a strike.
Yep, so 3-2. Looks like that was a foul. Thought he called it a ball.
I do love the little brush that they have to wipe off the plate.
It's actually really kind of satisfying when you see them clean off a plate with that.
It really is. So that'll be the 4th ball. So a base has been given up. We have number 5, Shay Sullivan, up to bat for gold with a runner on first.
Not something you want to give up a walk like that. Down by 5 with 3 innings left.
Looks like Purple's defense is thinking ahead. You can see the first base kind of scooching up a little bit. Ready
Preparing
for
a
it.
bunt.
Oh, my goodness.
And so we have a stolen base now. We have a runner at second. It looked like the ball was going to get to second base quick enough, but then mishandling of the ball led to another stolen base. 2 innings in a row, we've seen the goal team do that.
Yes, definitely kudos to them for just recognizing those opportunities to steal those bases, and that's how they've done so fantastic with their scoring. We'll have a ground ball to third and an out. That'll be the first out. And we'll have number 4, Kennedy Barman, up to bat for the gold.
One ball, no strikes so far.
Looks like that'll be a strike, so 1-1. Ooh, and a ground ball to second. And that'll be an out. We do have a runner that advanced to third.
Up to bat, number 7,
With-
Olivia Polisek.
With number 7, Olivia Polisek up to bat for Gold.
The way I see it, you at least got one runner out already. I know one advanced to third,
Yeah.
but it's actually been a pretty good defensive pitching performance so far.
Oh, definitely. Fly ball out to the right field, something a little different this time we've seen from the Gold team. They've been heavily favoring that left side,
Yeah.
and so this time they decided to shake things up and fly it out to right.
And it worked out in their favor. They got a run on the board. It's now 7-1.
And number 14, Lily Patilio up to bat for Gold with 2 outs and 1 runner on first. And that'll be a ball with the score going to 1-0.
Again, Lily Patilio was the hardest to strike out in Division III NCAA for their shortened season last year, in which they only played 11 games.
Oh, wow, another fly ball out to the right field. That'll be caught, and that'll end the top of the third.
Top of the fifth.
Oh, the fifth. My goodness. I need new glasses. I
It's
am
okay.
sorry.
Scoreboard is pretty far away.
Yes, that'll end the top of the 5th inning with the score 7-1, Gold up.
Maybe frost is just forming on your glasses.
You know, I think that might be a thing. I should really don't tell my mom I haven't been wearing my contacts.
Gotcha. Pretty sure the wind chill is -40, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. That was probably an over-exaggeration.
I even have the mask that's like supposed to be better for glasses.
Do you
And
think they have heated masks out there?
You know, I wouldn't be shocked if someone's out there trying to come up with that right now.
It'd be a perfect holiday gift.
A heated mask.
Good stocking stuffer right there.
You know, I'm a big fan of heated blankets.
Oh, me too.
You know, I just love blankets in general.
I've got a weighted blanket. It's like 15 pounds.
I've been trying to convince my my boyfriend and be like, you know what? I told him, he's like, what do you want for Christmas? And I said blankets. Heated, weighted, anything. If he's tuned in right now, this is your Christmas hint.
This is your hint. And by hint, she means she's literally going to say what she wants.
Exactly. And by hint, I mean I want a weighted and or heated blanket for Christmas.
You're going to get like a card or something now.
He would too. All right. For those of you just joining in, we're in the bottom of the 5th, 7-1. Gold Brits up for our very first inter-squad scrimmage.
Ashley Pion pitching a great game so far.
Oh, definitely.
Only 2 hits allowed on the purple team. And that'll pass the foul line.
Yep. That'll be 0-2 for the count.
Willow Montague batting.
That'll be the first ball for this hit. So the count comes to 1-2.
Again, like we've been saying, Purple's just got to get something on offense.
Oh, a little bit of a pop-up. Great communication coming from the Gold.
We've been seeing that a lot this game so far.
Definitely. You know, that was a little bit of a repeat where we had quite a couple of Golds heading towards that ball. And then we had second base able to kind of call everyone off and say, nope, I
Yeah.
got it. And number 12, Jacqueline Josephchek, up to bat for Purple. It's 1 out.
Now, we haven't really seen Purple hit the ball a lot, but when we have, we've seen them kind of center or favor center a little bit.
You know, I definitely agree with that. You know, we've seen a lot of center, maybe even a little towards the right, but
Yeah.
we haven't been able to see them hit. Oh, my goodness.
That went straight to the dugout.
That'll be a foul. Foul ball. Bringing it to 0-2.
Looks like nobody got hurt from that one,
Yeah.
so that's lucky.
You know, people don't realize softballs would hurt.
We've had a lot of them come into the stands so far.
That'll be a swing and a miss. For a third strike, second out.
Up to bat, number 23, Jaden Dybel.
And now we'll have number 23, Jaden Dybel, up to bat for purple with 2 outs. And the score 7-1, Gold up. Gold has just been really aggressive
Yeah.
in everything today.
Just can't really get anything cooking. And looks like that'll be a foul.
Bringing the count to 0-1.
We haven't really seen a lot of ground balls from the purple team yet. We've seen a lot of high balls, again, going into center, kind of right field. I think that's a testament to the pitching.
And that'll be a ball. So now this count goes 1-1. Oh, wow.
Again, another high flying ball. And that'll end the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning for Ashley Pion. No runs scored. It's still 7-1 at the end of the 5th. So again, they're only playing to 7 innings, so we've been told.
Yes, that could very much, to our surprise, not be the case.
That was the case with volleyball. We thought that they were going to play a regular inter-squad game, and then they ended up just playing a 5th
Doing a
set.
surprise 5th.
Yeah. Catching
Which
us off guard.
No one was complaining about that. That was a fantastic game to watch from our. I love
definitely.
I love their nickname, Volley Brits.
Oh yes, absolutely.
It's so catchy. So no one was complaining for the surprise 5th set for the Volley Brits.
Great set too, by the way. That was a very close game the entire time, but every set was pretty exhilarating.
You know, and I know we had talked about some of the sports we play. I have never personally played softball. You know, I could never. I was awful at everything.
I've always had a fascination with softball, baseball.
I am an okay fan of baseball. I actually do prefer watching softball to baseball.
As we were talking about, not a lot of people think about the hitter in terms of them finding good placement in the field for where exactly they have to hit it. And we've been seeing that the entire game so far. Gold was favoring it to the left field. We saw a few right field hits last inning.
Definitely, and the purple has definitely been favoring that center field from the hits that they've been able to get off.
Which are about 2 and 3. Like, they're just only a couple so far.
And, communication from both teams has been pretty phenomenal.
That's a good point. I mean, Gold has been great so far in defense and on offense.
Oh, definitely. We have number 9, Lauren Boer, up to bat for Gold with the score 7-1, Gold up.
See if they can advance their lead here. Nothing's impossible, though. Purple could definitely make a comeback.
Oh, definitely.
In 1 inning. That's the great thing about softball is, there's not really a time limit to an inning.
Right. They could, really just end it right here. They could just kind of shut out Gold right now and then have a phenomenal inning for themselves.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one sport where, 1 inning can really turn an entire game. So
it really can. That is a fantastic point.
Still got plenty of game to play.
Because you look at other sports that have time limits, like basketball, for instance, you only have that quarter and that half.
If you get the ball back, but you're down by 5 and there's only 12 seconds left, there's not much you can do.
Exactly. That's when you really got to start going and you got to hope for them and one kind of situations.
Here in softball, it's not really the case as we get to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Exactly. The count will now be 3-2.
That'll go past the foul line, so back to the batter's box.
And a nice little ball out to the left field.
Nice ground ball there, and been seeing a lot of that from the gold.
Definitely.
What we've also been seeing from the gold is a lot of stolen bases, so we'll see if that happens.
Yes, we'll see if
again
that
this inning.
occurs. And now we'll have number 3, pardon me, Shannon Jewell up to bat for gold. We'll have a foul ball tipped, bringing the count to 0-1.
Right down the middle, so it'll be 1-1.
The ground ball to short. It's fumbled.
So she doesn't get the double play, but we do have an out at second, so just one runner at first.
You know, and like you mentioned earlier, sometimes for purple, it's just kind of nice to, you might not be able to get out both, but you got out one.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, these last few innings, they've been playing great on defense so far.
Oh, definitely.
Even though, I think we've seen one run score pretty much every inning so far. A lot of that isn't necessarily from hitting. It's from, like we said, stolen bases or walks.
Definitely. And if I'm reading the back of the helmet correctly, I believe that's number 24, Grace Connolly.
I believe it is as well.
Bringing the count to 0-2.
One ball and two strikes.
And that'll be the third strike. So 1 out on the top of the 6th.
Much needed strikeout for purple there.
Oh, definitely. And we'll have number 16 up to bat. Sorry, I didn't mention this earlier. Couldn't quite see. Allie LaFountain up to bat.
She is 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a ground ball to the second. Oh, pass out into the right fielder.
And so that'll be a single, so we'll have runners at second and first base. And that, yeah, you're right, kind of just went past.
Up to bat, number 5, Shay Sullivan.
We have number 5, Shay Sullivan, up to bat for purple. I mean gold, pardon me.
You were distracted by the great walk-up music.
I was. Love me some Migos.
Shout out to Migos, probably listening right now.
Honestly. What else could they be doing other than watching us on the Brit Sport Network?
I know. What else would they do on a Friday night?
Right. Oh, and a nice fly ball out to center field. Something different. And we'll have a score. A runner score.
Up to bat, number 4, Kennedy Barman.
Bringing the score to 8-1, gold up. Runners on the first and second base.
And Kennedy Barman up 2 bats.
We have 2 out.
Another
Nice fly
great
ball.
hit.
We have 1 runner score. Wow. What a play.
So I believe that was a triple. Yes, she is safe. So that
Yep.
was a triple. So 2 runs will score.
And we'll have a runner on third.
What an and that was a great hit too.
That was
by
a
Kennedy
fantastic hit.
Barman. I mean,
She was able to put 2, so now that brings the score to 10-1 Gold. Gold has had 16 hits while Purple has only had 2, and they have just been fantastic offensively speaking and defensively speaking. They've been fantastic with the ball placement. We're seeing a little more favor to the center field now,
yeah.
which is definitely interesting.
Now that's great strategy, though, for you to switch up your ball placement
Right.
throughout the inning, even when you're not being threatened. I mean, it's not like defensively the purple team has been able to stop them from hitting in lefts, but that's something to look forward to this season.
Oh, now we see a fly ball out to right fielder dropped.
And that'll just be a single.
We will have another runner score, bringing the score, a total score to 11-1, Gold up, with number 14, Lily Patillo, coming up to bat. There's 2 outs. That's really impressive to do when you have 2 outs and be
Yeah.
able to score 3 like that. Another fly ball out to the right field.
And we might see another runner score. It's a double right now, but 1 runner will score, so it's 12-1.
And a runner on second. We have seems to be a timeout called. For those of you just joining in, we're currently in the top of the 6th inning, pardon me. Gold has scored 5 runs this inning alone, and they've been able to score every other inning. Their second highest inning was the first, where they had 3, and every other one they've been able to get at least 1 off, bringing the total score to 12-1, Gold up.
Coach going to talk to her pitcher, Jacqueline Joseph-Chak.
And like we mentioned, pretty impressive for Gold to be able to score like this when they have 2 outs right now.
Absolutely. Lauren Booher up to bat. It's something you got to be excited for, this momentum that they have
Right.
in hitting and the ability to get the doubles and triples that they've gotten so far. It's something that they weren't the best at last season, even though it was shortened.
So to see them kind of just build on this and see a completely different side of the Britons than we have in previous seasons is exciting for the spring. And, like we mentioned before with both volleyball and our softball girls right now, they have just been able to play this game with 110%.
Absolutely.
And that'll be the 3rd out. We got a ground ball to 3rd and thrown to 1st for the 3rd out, bringing us to the bottom of the 6th, pardon me.
Now, one of the challenges I think that's just going to be facing this team is one that's going to be facing a lot of teams across the country, keeping up this momentum for, what are we looking at, about half a year, really? 6 months until they actually play their first game in the spring.
And kudos to them and all the student athletes across the nation right now that are just working endlessly and tirelessly, prepping for the spring in hopes of a season and not letting everything go and get them down. I didn't know if you knew this, Connor, but there's kind of a global pandemic going on right now.
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Huh.
Everyone's got masks. It's crazy.
That's weird. Everyone's social. Oh, is that why everyone's so far apart from each other whenever they're talking? It's weird. Yeah, I mean, I hope we get to see a season. I've enjoyed watching this game and the volleyball game on Tuesday, and I mean, they just it would be really awesome to see them, especially
to have our fans back with us in person. As much as Connor and I enjoy talking to you, we would love to have you here.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it helps the players too,
Oh,
I mean,
definitely. I am a firm believer of being able to have spectators builds that momentum. The fans get into it, you get into it, and that just, that can be such a rewarding feeling and even a little intimidating for their team. They, see the fans go crazy for you and not.
That's the thing, that it can be a momentum swing in the game. Maybe not in these inner squads where everyone's kind of rooting for the same team. Yeah, but
no matter what, as long as I say go Brits, no one knows who.
Absolutely. But once they start playing other teams in the MIAA, I mean, it'll be really important. So we'll start off bottom of the 6th with a ball and a strike.
With the score 12-1, Gold up.
I believe it's number 18, Hope Morrissey, up to bat.
I believe so.
Yes, it is. She's looking at a 1-2 count right now. Purple just trying to get something on offense. Haven't really had any luck this game so far. Only 2 hits to the Gold's 17. Ashley Pylon, just great game so far.
Oh, yeah, she's been pitching absolutely fantastic.
And that'll be a strikeout.
You know, I'll tell you, she could sit there with a bucket of balls and I could try my hardest and I probably would not be able to get anything off either.
I wouldn't be close. I would probably, the bat would slip out of my hands. I'd maybe go in a turtle position,
Right,
afraid of the ball coming at me that fast.
Right, that's why I play golf. The ball just sits there and I get to go up and no matter what.
That's why I run. No balls, no hand-eye coordination.
Ooh, fly ball out to center field. We'll have a runner to first.
That's a great hit that can kind of start something going here for the
Right.
offense.
You know, and they only have one out right now. So
And that was in the center, correct? Which, as we
Yeah.
said, that's where they were favoring.
so maybe
so
let's
far.
see if Purple has found the Gold's weak spot out there. Oh, we're seeing a bit of a fly ball out to caught by short. So that'll be the second out.
Up to bat, number 11, Skyler.
So Skylar Herman, number 11, up to bat.
There's 2 outs and a runner on first. Ground ball to third. And that'll be the third out to end the 6th inning.
So I believe we only have 1 inning left
Yes.
for both these teams.
So as we've been told, who knows, we might get a surprise couple more innings.
Which, again, is just
No
more
one's
practice
complaining.
for these teams. Yeah, nobody's complaining. Both sides are improving themselves.
And I'm always down to watch some more Brits.
Absolutely. So what's impressed you most so far about this game?
You know, I truly got to say Ashley Pyon's pitching.
Yeah, it's been pretty great so far.
It's been,
Only allowed 3 hits from the Purple.
right, it's been absolutely, she's so athletic. You know, so many people, you know, don't give the credit to softball that it deserves. It is a tough sport, and pitching, you know, I remember playing, you know, I have a couple friends on softball, and they try to teach me how to pitch, and it's hard
Mm-hmm.
to get the timing right, the momentum, and to be able to just strike people out with that is just
How fast some of these pitches go is always incredible
definitely.
to me.
You know, I think that honestly has been the most impressive thing to me so far. And honestly, the athleticism and communication skills from everyone, Purple
Mhm.
and Gold. We've seen some athletic plays come from both sides, especially on the defensive ends from both teams.
Yeah.
And the communication aspects from Gold has been really impressive. You know, there's been a couple of times we've seen where there's 3 Gold girls all running for the ball, and you can clearly hear them. I can hear them. We can both
Yeah.
hear them from the press box, calling everyone off and claiming that ball is theirs. And that's just impressive.
We saw that in, I believe, the second inning, which would have been probably a single if it hit the ground, but
Oh,
they were able to keep a low hitting rate for Ashley Pyon. So top of the 7th,
12-1, Gold up.
there'll be Shannon Jewell.
Up to bat for Gold. A little bit of a fly ball out to the right field. A little bit of miscommunication. You know,
We kind of jinxed it, I think.
I
We
know.
were just praising their communication, and then we had the complete opposite. Three Brits go for that ball, and miscommunication ended up resulting in a single.
Right, the last thing you want is a 3-brick collision
Absolutely. Grace Conley up to bat.
with a runner on first.
So everybody was preparing for a stolen base attempt, but instead it's one strike.
And you can even kind of see on Purple's defense right now, they're kind of scooching up like they're ready for
Yeah.
that short ball.
Expecting a bunt, which is what ends up happening, but looks like it's a ball. Or a strike, excuse me, foul ball.
That'll go 0-2 for the count with the runner on first, still no outs.
They were ready for it.
They
If she
are.
bunted it and it was in play, they were no doubt in my mind that could have been a double.
Oh,
double out.
definitely. It'll be a
Another
fall
foul.
tipped.
So still 0-2 on Grace Conley.
Another foul tipped.
Unlike me, Grace Conley must have looked at the weather report and knew to wear gloves.
Smart girl.
Well, the sun is out now, I guess.
But this breeze has picked up,
Yeah.
and I am not a fan.
And that'll be a ball.
Bringing the count to 1-2. With no outs still. Top of the 7th.
Foul tipped. One of the longer at-bats we've seen so far in this game.
Oh, definitely. And, you know, we were talking about this earlier, and I think that held testament true to the last top of the 6th inning when, you know, there is no time limit on how long an inning can go. It can really go as long as the team's, oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Went
ground.
right for the pitcher. And it's a double play, it looks like. Oh, nope. Sorry.
But we will have an out.
At second. Grace Conley will advance to first.
And number 16, Allie LaFountain up to pitch, or up to bat, my bad, for Gold.
So we will start off with the ball for the first pitch of this at-bat.
A swing and a miss, bringing the count to 1-1.
Allie LaFountain takes time, then steps back into the batter's box.
Oh, going for a stolen base. Will she get it?
She is safe.
Wow.
So that was pretty gutsy because it didn't
Yeah,
look like
that
she was going for it. And then it's
She
almost
just did
as
it.
if, yeah, the purple team kind of thought she was. So she was like,
man,
might
she
as
got
well.
all that dirt on her hoodie. Darn it.
She got a base. I think it's okay. I think she'll live with it. Got a stolen base there. So Allie LaFountain's still up to bat.
Out to the left field and caught.
So that'll be the second out.
Some good defense from the left fielder right there.
Absolutely. I've seen good defense all around from this
Oh,
purple team in the
definitely.
last few innings. I mean,
You know, they
stolen
got-
bases seem to be their biggest problem thus far.
Oh, definitely. And they got 2 outs right now. Let's see if they can get another out and prevent Gold from scoring at all this top of the inning. They'll make it their only non-scoring inning.
It's always nice to get those in the last inning.
Oh, look at that.
Easy pop-up for the pitcher there, and so that'll end the inning going into the bottom of the 7th.
And that'll be Gold's first non-scoring inning. You know, every other one they've had at least one.
But that's great. I mean, this is crunch time. This is really your last chance. Again, if they're only playing 7. And, you know, scoring 13 runs, we've seen crazier things happen
This is true.
in the world before. This year alone, certainly. So
Oh, you're telling me.
So I think And especially in that last inning, last 2 innings, really, we've seen them hit to center. We've seen them get a couple balls out on the ground. They just need to capitalize on that, keep that momentum going,
Definitely,
and actually score runs.
Especially the fact that their defense was just, they were able to not give up any hits the last inning for Gold is
Yeah. Ashley
know.
Pion is their biggest threat right now to this comeback, which I
It's-
know is easy to say because she's the pitcher, but I mean, she's had an incredible game so far.
right. And I think when you go into a game and your biggest threat is the pitcher, that's really tough on your offense right there. So we'll definitely see how it turns out right now.
So bottom of the 7th, gold team up 12-1, purple team to bat.
That'll be the second strike. We're bringing the count to 0-2 right now. Oh,
Ooh. So that'll be a foul. I'll make it out of the
make it out of the
field.
park.
Yeah, the park, but
An impressive hit, though.
yeah, had it been just a little bit to the right, then maybe it would have been a homer, but
Oh, and a nice ground ball past the shortstop out to the left fielder. That'll be a single.
one of the very few mistakes we've seen from the school defense so
Right.
far, especially from the shortstop who was able to make that incredible play to keep a base from being stolen
Oh, yeah, definitely.
back in the 4th or 5th, I believe. So now,
This will be interesting. Maybe this is the momentum that
Yeah.
Purple's been waiting for. You know what? Better late than never.
absolutely, Michaela Signor up to bat. She'll look at a ball.
Oh, wow.
And
A fly ball out to right fielder. Oh, my goodness.
again, so that was in the mitt of Grace Conley, who's out there in right field, and just couldn't hold on to it. So now we have a runner at first and a runner at second.
With no outs right
No
now.
outs.
Which is unusual for Ashley Pyan, at least for this game.
Absolutely. And, this is the most momentum we've seen so far from the purple team this whole game in terms of offense.
Right, with the runner on 1 and 2, that's going to be, really interesting to see just what happens now. Are we going to see the purple get on the board a little more? I certainly am excited to see where this goes.
Willow Montague up. She'll look at her second strike.
Bringing the count to 0-2.
Still no outs.
And runners on the first and second base. Let's see if we can get some bases loaded here. That'll be a ball, bringing the count to 1-2.
Starting an inning off with 2 hits is really impressive.
Oh, definitely.
And that'll be foul. Just past the line.
Count still 1-2 and no outs. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness.
Another foul. And a nice ground ball.
Ooh, are we
That'll
gonna
be
see
a
purple
single.
score?
And
Oh
purple
my
will
goodness, run back.
score.
Oh my goodness,
So
what some
that was,
athleticism by
yeah,
purple.
that was crazy. So Willow Montague hit a ground ball. Runner got on the board, so we'll see. It's now 2-12 in purple, and then
There was one out.
yeah,
'Cause she
second
was heading to
base.
third, went back to second, back to third.
Just couldn't get there in the end. But then Willow Montague stole second.
You know, the only time I've seen a play like that is in High School Musical 2.
Oh my
You know,
goodness! Don't even get me started. I
That's
think
my roommate's favorite movie series.
Oh my goodness! It's
She's a
the
big High School
greatest.
Musical fan. Especially High School Musical, the series. Big fan.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, another ground
Well,
ball.
out to center field.
Willow Montague's going.
Oh no, she's running back.
Going back to third.
See, this is what I'm saying. We're seeing a whole. Oh my
And
goodness.
she will be out.
Again, another. I like to call it a High School Musical 2 play.
I'm sure there's an actual
I'm sure
textbook
there's
definition
I'm
for it.
sure there's a technical term, but
I would love it though if in the rule book it's called the High School Musical 2 play.
Right.
That'd be great. So we saw an out there. We didn't see a runner advance, but they've been hitting the ball a lot better than they have the whole game.
Definitely, they're up to 7 hits now, and I'm here for it.
For Ashley Pion, I think it's just the fact that she's been pitching the entire game so far.
Oh, definitely. Pitching the entire game and hitting,
Yeah, I think it's just
7, and this is the bottom of the 7th. It's a little chilly out right now. There's a lot of outside factors, and I'm sure, obviously we don't have any of our fans in the field right now.
But credit to the purple team, because even when they let up, or not the purple team, the gold team, excuse me, when they let up these ground balls, they still have the defense to be able to get people out.
Oh, definitely.
When they try to steal a base. That'll be a pop-up.
Pop-up to first.
And looks like that'll end it if they're only going to 7. Which it looks like they will be.
Potentially. Yes.
Looks like purple's coming out.
Maybe. Yes.
Masks on. Yep.
Yes.
Elbows.
The socially acceptable high five now. The elbow bump. We love to see Brits properly exercising protective measures.
We didn't really talk about the masks that are affecting them in this game.
You know what? I didn't even think about that.
That's makes the communication that we saw from the gold team, well, both teams, even more impressive.
Right. To be able to stay through the entire time. And so that'll end our game. Gold 12, purple 2, a fantastic inter-squad scrimmage from both sides of the Brits. All I got to say is go Brits, and we are definitely excited for more.
I'm super excited for the spring to see this team play.
Definitely. Connor and I hope to see you guys again. My name is Alexis Dela Cruz.
And I'm Connor McPartland.
And thank you for joining us on this fine Friday evening. Stay safe, everyone.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Connor.
Yeah, do you want this chair back?
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. You too. Have